Let's do it live.
Look, I'm still saying just do it live.
Okay, let's do it live. Okay, man.
All right, well, let's just do it live, all right, man. Guys, we are here in Atlanta, Georgia. We are here together. We are having a little fun, having a little guys' night. I think guys' weekend.
Yeah, guys' weekend. Demolopolis 2023.
That's what we're calling
joke.
it. That's what we're calling it. We got the hall. We went to Micro Center, 2 of them, actually 4 times.
Yeah.
Got a lot of good stuff. We're gonna be sharing that in a later video. Be sure to tune in. Come on down, like and subscribe, all that great stuff. We're gonna go ahead and get the speed news going.
Hey,
and we're gonna have a little
there's a dabbling dude back there.
Yeah, just walking by. Get ready, and we're gonna go through this speed news real quick. We're gonna get started with the first news. Greg, what you got on your
I
first
got
news?
some news. So, in my quest to find an SSD to fit my Steam Deck, my friend Blaze over here told me about something he saw on Reddit, and I discovered some more news about it. It's about people cutting down the 2280 SD card to a 2230. Yes, that's right. They're taking your normal NVMe.
We're gonna throw that up there. We're gonna throw that up there.
Throw it up right there. M2 SSD, and they're actually physically trimming it so it will stuff inside of the Steam Deck. I'm going to read a few posts here from Reddit. Somebody said, "Forgive this question if it's stupid, but why are y'all cutting the M2 SSD?" They said, "Cheaper than going out of your way to buy a 1 terabyte 2230. Full explanation. The larger format is oftentimes cheaper or easier to find than the shorter format. Otherwise, the functional part of the two are exactly the same. So people buy the long one and cut it short to fit the Steam Deck." So it essentially goes from an 80 millimeter long SSD to a 30 millimeter long to fit the Steam Deck. This sounds sketchy. What do you guys think about it? Would you do that to your Steam Deck?
Myself personally, I wouldn't, just because I was able to find the SSD that I wanted available online at a good price, so I found it on sale. We ran into that problem, the availability of the 2230s, on our trip. We came to Micro Center, 2 different Micro Centers.
4 different times.
4 different times, and neither of them had anything other than their in-store, in-house brand, and it wasn't at that great of a price.
It wasn't. It was like $140 or something.
And don't even think about Best Buy. Don't even think about Best Buy. We tried that avenue, and they don't even know what we're talking about.
And I was asking, like, hey, should I cut this? What do y'all think? And still, I don't know.
But what if you found a good price for the larger format, and just, instead of paying the more expensive price for the 2230?
If it was a really cheap, like longer one, I might consider it. But I really don't want to waste like $100 or $60. Yeah.
That's good. All right, well, we're going to go on to topic number 2. We're going to get through this quick.
Yeah, topic number 2. So something that I've looked at recently, there's a PC Games In post about ray tracing on the Steam Deck. And a lot of people thought, myself included, ray tracing compatibility might have to be a delay to the Steam Deck 2, right? I feel like this thing just came out, and people are talking about the second one. I wouldn't be opposed to Steam Deck 2. The thing gets great performance already, but one of the Valve developers over at the Steam Deck actually tweeted a photo and a little bit of video snippet of Doom Eternal running at 35 FPS with ray tracing.
What's your opinion on ray tracing in general? Like, is it, to me, it makes a little difference, but if you're not used to having it.
Is it worth the decrease in performance is what I get out of it. Is it really, are you that person that wants that 4K great quality, or do you want that great frame rate, So I think it depends on the person if you really want that ray tracing or not, right?
I see it as more as a novelty that's fun to try and see if it'll run, but inevitably, to get the better performance, a lot of times I end up either turning ray tracing down low or off altogether. But it's really cool that it works. I mean, I like that.
I mean, like the Cyberpunk 2077 or something like that, it looks gorgeous with the ray tracing.
Right.
I mean, I think something like that is totally worth it, I think. We're going to go on to topic number 3 now. What you think, Clayville?
All right, so Ryzen just released about a week ago their new X3D class of processors, which is really interesting to me because last year they're very successful 5800 X3D was a big hit in the gaming industry. I mean, everyone said it had some of the top-notch frame rates across a multitude of games. It was very interesting to me that they're releasing it again this year with 3 different options. The first option is the 7900X 3D and the 7950X 3D. They're releasing those a week ago, and then in April they're releasing the Ryzen 7 X 3D, which basically all it does is it adds a layer of 3D cache to the processor, which I think it's 64 megabytes more, which allows you for like heavy software use systems to have better performance, like games. But for me, I don't know. What do y'all guys think about that? Is that something that you would be interested in? Like a higher performing CPU?
I personally, maybe a year from now, I need to go for a CPU upgrade, and I'm gonna look that way. I already run AMD Ryzen 5, and I'm gonna continue to run it. I have no problems with it.
And a lot of things, what I've learned since I got my PC this past year, is a lot of things are CPU based, right? And it really has a lot of work that's being done on the CPU side of it.
Armor
right?
3, anyone? Armor 3?
Yeah, it
It
is.
is a CPU based.
Absolutely. So I think any way that you can get more out of it, and then releasing these products, and you said, are they pretty decent prices and stuff like that, or are they a little expensive at first?
The 7950X is $599.
Okay.
And
Okay.
the 7900X is $599. The 7950X 3D is $699.
I think it'd be cool because potentially you could get a cheaper graphics card to pair with that and
That's-
maybe have
yeah.
better price to performance. That's
Right.
what I'm thinking.
Right.
But what's interesting is it still doesn't, the early reviews I've seen, it still doesn't touch the 13900K for its frame rate. So.
But that's something to pay attention to see
Yeah.
if something gets changed.
Do you have a price on that 13900K?
I think it's in the 600 range.
Okay, so it's comparable.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, price and performance, if you're looking for purely frame rates, you might want to go with the 13900K.
Well, with that being said, we're going to go with topic number 4. I'm going to bring to y'all the biggest news of the night.
Yeah.
It's going to be the news that's been coming out about an Xbox Series X toaster. It's first, everybody knows from the Xbox Series X mini fridge that came out because of a meme, because of the way the Series X console looked like. And it actually came to the market. I think I saw like 6 of them in Target the other day.
Really?
I want one.
This
I think
new
they're cool.
toaster is starting to be posted on Twitter, and people are starting to believe it because you cannot believe it, right? They even saying that it's going to have like 10 browning modes, 3 different settings, and even have a crumb collector at the bottom of it. So along with that, they're saying they can probably get Xbox Series X pin holder included with it. I don't know, but you gotta say just your thoughts on it. Do you think that Xbox will continue to go this route? Because believe it or not, for $100, the Series X mini fridge, Gray, is not that bad. I know you were saying
I
that you
want
was,
one. I think they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on that?
Will it burn an Xbox logo on the toast?
Now, I did not think about that.
Does it?
That would be next
That-
level if they did.
That's
we're
a sell.
gonna have to talk to Phil Spencer about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I think.
Phil, if
Yeah.
you're watching, get on that.
Gotta get that logo.
Yes, guys, that's through the speed news. Just a little bonus news here. Just this week, we just heard the news in reference to PlayStation losing their battle in reference to the court, not the whole overall. Don't start celebrating yet. In reference to Xbox One, the judge ruled that they can get the exclusivity rights from PlayStation all the way from like 2013, 2014. Xbox was actually trying to get these rights to see their deals and their contracts from 2009, which will prove that PlayStation is the market leader, and they're the ones actually holding these deals and holding the gamers at hostage, right? And I don't know if y'all agree with it. I kind of feel like Xbox, this fight is more about everybody else, about Valve, about Steam, about Xbox, about PlayStation, any other of these studios, about them trying to get everybody being able to play no matter what device they use.
Right.
So this is going to be huge. They're going to try to get this data. Stay tuned, and we'll try to get you some more information as more comes along with that.
Right.
But what do y'all think? I think that's pretty big, or what?
I do, and I think we're continuing to see more and more toxic behavior from everybody but Microsoft, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It needs to change. It needs to get better, man.
I agree with that. I really do.
I think Nintendo's a whole nother can of worms, but I'd like to be able to play
Yeah.
some PC games with some Switch
Or
players.
Nintendo.
PlayStation is
Right.
starting to become more and more like Nintendo.
Oh,
and that's
But they do. They know how to do it, Nintendo, and
Yeah.
maybe PlayStation knows the formula.
But I'm still emulating lots of Nintendo on my Steam Deck.
no. Guys, we appreciate you stopping by. We're in Atlanta, Georgia. We appreciate you stopping Clayville on the show. Find it the first time, Blaze. I appreciate it, man.
Been good.
Y'all got anything else to say? Or we're gonna close this thing out.
I think that's it, man.
All right,
Let's go hang out on the roof.
let's get it. We're going to Demopolis.
Demopolis.
See y'all later.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.